Hey everyone, this is Luminous coming you guys to the Pro Digital commentary. Today I'm going to bring you a game between C4 and BO. Now, I don't know too much about C4 and BO, so I unfortunately have to apologize on that. Hopefully after this game though, we'll learn a little bit more about these two teams. But before I get into the commentary, I want to make a huge recommendation for an anime, Steins Gate. If you don't know what it is, if you're not finishing watching it, if you plan to watch it but haven't, go watch it. Go watch it. Sci-fi, mystery, adventure kind of theme, time traveling. I'm just speechless after seeing how the series end today. One of the strongest anime I have seen in a long while. And you guys know I'm really critical about anime. I watch a lot of anime. So for me to give this one particular anime such high praise, I think it's one of the best I've seen in a long while. So just go check it out. Go check it out. So back to this game, C4 on Sentinel, BO on Scourge, BO opening up with the first ban of Lich, meanwhile Invoker being banned by the Sentinel hero so far. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Anti-Mage making the ban list, and he has been making the ban list a little bit. If he doesn't get banned, he doesn't get first picked. So it shows that teams aren't really grabbing him in terms of, oh hey, that's a really broken hero. You know, let's just pick it and get it all the win. This kind of shows that that hero is just annoying as heck. They just rather ban it and they don't want to play against it, and I guess that's kind of the case here. The aim being banned and also the Weaver being banned. So Scourge banning most of the carry here. Meanwhile, we do have C4 banning Shadow Demon, which could mean either of a couple things. Shadow Demon is a very strong ganker. He's a very strong anti-carry because of his Purge and his Disruption and Soul Catcher. Now we see the Spectre being picked up, and Shadow Demon would have been a very strong counter to the Spectre for three reasons. First, like what I said, Shadow Demon is a very strong ganker, so before the Spectre gets really fat, you could just, long range disrupt, long range purge, Soul Catcher, use the amplified damage to kill him, no problem. Even with the Spectre getting fat, with the Soul Catcher, it's a around 50% damage amplification. So no matter how tanky that Spectre is, you have a higher chance of killing her. So that's reason number two. Very strong anti-carry skills, Soul Catcher and Purge. Number three is Disruption. Even with a Spectre finishing his Radiance, you could just disrupt her and then get 2 Radiance illusions for 8 seconds for your whole team, and those illusions will be doing quite a bit of AoE damage. So just annoying hero against Radiance carry, and I guess C4 realized that they're gonna pick into Radiance carry, so they're gonna ban this Shadow Demon and then pick the Spectre himself. Meanwhile, Furion is the other pick for them, and Furion and Spectre gives themselves pretty versatile in terms of laning. They, of course, the Furion could be going into jungle. We definitely seen Furion in solo mid positions. Spectre could be going dual lane mid. And then we're going to see, of course, Spectre in the bot lane. That's definitely the traditional lane there. Meanwhile, on the Scourge side, we do see the Ancient Apparition, Windrunner, and the Lycanthrope. So Lycanthrope also being a very trendy pick nowadays in the European scene. But I really like Scourge's picks a lot more than the Sentinels so far. They have a lot more stun so far. They have a lot more concentrated DPS. Cold Feet, very good. The Lycan, the right click, very strong. And also they have more Roshan power. Of course, the AI Splash would cripple the enemy team if they get caught in it with the Roshan Pit. The Power Shot, very good for scouting, and being that the Scourge team is on Scourge with the heroes they got, they could very easily sneak in a Lycan with the Smoke of Deceit, and he'll just run in and pick off the Roshan very quickly. And if he ever gets jumped, these towers that are very close to the Roshan area, any Scourge hero could just CP in and give the Lycan a little bit of hand if he needs it. So I really like the picks for Scourge a little bit more than on Sentinel. Let's see how Sentinel is going to be transitioning with these picks. They could go full out global and gank. I mean, we definitely haven't seen too much of that at all lately. But that is a possibility, or these two picks just mean that, hey, it's Furion Spectre, let's just pick it. And yeah, that's exactly the case. It's going to be a Furion Spectre and a Broodmother, which I'm scratching my head a little bit right now for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, all of these heroes need so much farm. The Furion either is going to go into a Dagon first or Midas first. That's going to take some farm. After he gets that, he's going to get Hex. That's going to take a lot of farm. And guess what he's going to be doing all that time? He's going to be Wrath of Nature like crazy every time he comes off cooldown. So that's going to hurt Spectre's farm. That's going to hurt Broodmother's farm. That's worry number one. Worry number two is, how the hell are they going to lane this? I mean, are we gonna see a Spectre bot lane or dueling mid, and then we're gonna see the Freon in the jungle, or are we gonna see the Broodmother top? I guess laning is gonna be okay. The other worry is how they're gonna play the mid game, because I don't think the Scourge will allow them to turtle for an eternity, and these kind of lineup like this, the Broodmother, you want to pick 4 heroes around her so that you could have a 4v5 situation. The Spectre, the same thing, you want to pick heroes around her that have a 4v5 situation. And the Spectre plus a Brood, that's just a lot of farm. They need a lot of room, and I'm not too sure whether C4 could pick the heroes that's granted to them. Reason number 3 that I'm worried about these 3 picks is that they got no stuns. They got no stuns. And look at what Scourge is banning right now. They're banning Puck. They're banning Beastmaster. Good, strong AoE crowd control from the Puck. Very long range single target stun from the Beastmaster. So there's no surprise in my mind that BO right now is going to be looking for some very strong channeling ultimate. A Enigma comes to mind. A Sand King comes to mind. A Witch Doctor comes to mind. All these heroes could basically walk up to the Sentinel and be like, yo, where you at? Eat a big O. And that's what they could do. So I'm really worried about C4's first 3 pick. I mean, there's definitely the strength in those 3 picks. They pushes very hard right now. The Force of Nature plus the Spiderling, already a very strong pushing combo, but it's just whether they will get that push off. If they don't get killed, that's the thing, because any type of heads-up engagement, unless a Spectre gets really fat, unless a Broodmother gets really fat, they're gonna have trouble first 40 minutes in the game. Just coming. Who is gonna stop the Lycan? Who's gonna stop the Lycan from running in and going apeshit? And that is gonna be a Sand King. And this Sand King, oh no, it's gonna render the Broodmother quite useless, because Sand King, one of the strongest counter to the Broodmother. You can't kill the Sand King in lane because he has the Sandstorm, he has the Burrow Strike. You can't push his lane because Sandstorm's gonna kill all your Spiderlings. So that's definitely a very strong counter pick against that Broodmother. And again, going back to what I said about the channeling ults, what is their answer to that Sand King in terms of him Burrow Striking in and then ulting your whole team? So I'm looking forward to C4 picking up loads of stun right now, because that's exactly that. They need lots of stun to really deal against the Sand King, the Lycanthrope, and also maybe the Windrunner. For the Windrunner, just gonna walk in really in front of you to get a really good off position of a double shackle shot. That's gonna hurt as well. So C4, they're either going to be very creative in terms of what they're picking right now, or I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be Enigma, and that's going to be some of the stuns they need. Malphus is going to be very good against Lycan before he grabs the BKB. The Black Hole also very good against Lycan, but he's got to be very careful, because so far Shackle Shot could cancel it. The Burrow Strike, if the Sand King plays it right, could cancel as well. And we do see a very fast Kato picked up by the Scourge team, which rightfully so, because Kato is going to stop the pushing power of Sentinel, Force of Nature, Eidolons, Brewlings. Very strong pushing capability from the C4 lineup, so that Illuminate's going to help out quite a bit. Also, I like the fact that the Kato has the spell Blind, which is definitely one of the most underrated spells in the game. That is going to render the Broodmother somewhat useless before she picks up the BKB. Also, Blind will destroy trees as well, and that's going to really stop the Sprout if one of his teammates gets ganked. So I mean, this last pick, Kato, definitely a very multi-purpose pick. Also, of course, we cannot underestimate the power of recall from Kato's ultimate ability. You could be team fighting somewhere, you could recall in, you instantly get a +1, which is very important against a hero such as Furion or something like that. Who could also give the team a +1 themselves. So I really like this Kato. Of course, Kato doesn't have a stun himself, but well, if you count Smonily as a stun, but he doesn't have a really reliable stun, let me put it that way. But considering the fact that the Sentinel has pretty good stun to work with, they have a Burrow Strike, they have a Shackle Shot, they have a Cold Feet, they have a lot more stun than what the Sentinel's got, so they are going to be fine in that. In terms of the Sentinel's laning, I'm guessing they're going to be putting Furion in the solo mid position now, or they might be putting the Enigma in one of the lanes and then the Furion in jungle. They do have definitely 2 strong junglers, so they could definitely take advantage. They might even do double jungle and then put maybe the Spectre on the bot lane, the Brood on the top, and pick up a solo mid of that case. So they could really get the EXP, and they definitely will need the XP, and they're going to pick up a Doom. That is me being absolutely confused. Count the stuns on Sentinel. There is 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom. 2 from the Enigma, 1 from the Furion, 1 from the Doom and 1 from the Doom. Well, mini stun from the Doom as well, so 4. All right. We'll just have to wait and see, because Doom's gonna go into a solo mid position, and is that gonna that's gonna allow the Lycan to go solo mid. Yeah, Lycan's definitely gonna go solo mid. Look at this laning build. If he's gonna be going to jungle, he'll be working towards a Ring of Basilius first, or maybe even a Stout Shield. But yeah, I remember I was saying many of my commentators ago. I say if you put a Doom solo mid, you give your enemy team and always an option to put a melee hero against you mid, whether it's the anti-mage, whether it's an Omni Knight. In this case, it's going to be a Lycanthrope. And yes, Doom is an okay laner. He has very high base damage. He has a really nice attack animation. But the reason why Doom gets bullied in the mid lane is because he got 0 armor. And whenever the creeps are really close to each other, whenever there's some right clicks going on, Doom is going to come out in the whoever's going to be up against Doom is going to come out ahead. There's a Stout Shield, which is going to be a very important buy for the Doombringer, but he probably wants to pick up a Ring of Basilius early as well, just for that extra armor. And Lycanthrope, yeah, he's going to be waiting for that mid lane. He's going to have a fairly easy time. He's not going to kill the Doom or anything, but that Doom's not going to slow down his farming. And we all know that the Lycanthrope farms really fast in the jungle. Just imagine how fast this Lycanthrope is going to farm, especially when he gets solo lanes of EXP. Meanwhile, in terms of the warding, we do see Furion warding off the level 1 camp, so they definitely expected Lycan in the jungle. In fact, Lycan's not going to jungle. There's a ward here as well. And we're going to see a jungling Enigma, I guess, offensive jungling Enigma, and then an offensive jungling Prophet. And they're going to leave the Spectre on the bot lane, and that's... Ooh, Spectre is not going to handle this lane, as we see Kato, the Windrunner, and the Ancient Apparition go about there. Definitely not the strongest chain stunning tri lane, but they're going to keep this Spectre down, as they have 3 600 range heroes, and this Spectre is going to get no farm at all. Meanwhile, it looks like this is going to be a pushing tri lane coming from the Sentinel, and they're not going to get a push off against Sand King. Sand King, all he needs is level 2, and then he's going to get a Sandstorm, but he's going to sit in front of all these guys and Sandstorm it up, and there's... what are you going to do? Are you going to... I guess they could put down a Sentry Ward and force him back, but I don't think they are going to even have go for that Sentry Ward right now. And let's see. That is going to be a level 2 from the Sand King. Sandstorm level 1. He's going to walk in there and, yep, Barrel Strike, Sandstorm. Yep, there is a push. We have a teleportation from the Kato as well. Very good response from the Scourge team. They realize that the Sentinel is trying to do something gimmicky. They want to get a very quick tower, level 1 tower push down. But no, here comes the Kato. Here comes the Ancient Apparition as well. And that's it. That's it for that push. Now, in terms of the laning, the Spectre in trouble against the Windrunner bot lane. Windrunner, being range hero, has a very strong nuke, could definitely outlast the Spectre, out-harass the Spectre. Beyond the mid lane here, again, like I said earlier, the Doombringer is going to have a little bit of harder time against the Lycanthrope. So this, all 3 lanes for C4 not looking too good so far. And in terms of the trialing situation here, we have a Burrow Strike into a Kofi proccing into Illuminate. That's a lot of damage being done. We have a little bit of engagement here. It looks like Enigma might be in trouble. He needs to walk out. Oh, actually, he's going to get the proc from the Kofi. It's going to die to Illuminate. Very well done. And now they're going to go on the Prophet as well. Prophet's going to eat a Burrow Strike. And we're going to have another Kofi. It looks like a little bit of good blocking from Sand King. Can they get the Kofi off? Can they get the Illuminate off? There's a Kofi, and that's going to be it for the Prophet. 2 easy kill being picked up by the Scourge team. A little bit of misplay for C4 in my opinion there, but I guess it doesn't matter. Well, I want to say it doesn't matter too much, but considering the fact that Sentinel needs so much EXP, it matters quite a bit. Now it looks like the Enigma has forced to go into the jungle. He's barely level 2, 2.5 minutes in. Generally, you want to be level 3.5 by now. Definitely that little gimmicky trick on the top lane did not work out. And it looks like Furion is also going to be jungling now, and this camp is going to be stomping all over these creeps. So in terms of the laning now, it makes a little bit more sense, because we see the EXP being divided up a lot better now. We have the Spectre getting solo XP, or he's going to try to get solo XP, and these guys are getting somewhat of a solo EXP in the jungle as well. Meanwhile, we do have Ancient Apparition roaming a little bit, and I definitely see a lot of teams doing roaming, or putting the A on support and sending him to roam, once in a while. And I never really understood that decision for 2 reasons. A, the A is not a very strong roamer. Like Kofi, it's not really a very reliable spell, especially if whoever you're ganking does not have a stun. Like the Lycan, he doesn't have a stun, so you can't really gank the mid lane with the roaming AA. The second thing is that you want AA to hit a quick level 6 as soon as possible, because that's one of the most game-breaking spells, one of the best spells in the game. So you want to get access to that spell as soon as possible. So I never really liked roaming A, and I'm not saying A is roaming right now. He's basically just roam from top to bottom, just go back to his respective lane. As we see, the Spectre might be a little bit of trouble. It's gonna take the Kofi, and that ice is gonna proc for sure. Yeah, the ice is procking. There's a Illuminate, there's a Shackle Shot just for the Lumini stun, and he's gonna go down. Furion just to scare a little bit of TP in. Furion might as well TP in right now, grab a little bit of solo XP at the bot lane. Yeah, back to the A roaming. He's definitely not roaming in this game, but I've been seeing a lot of replay where A is sent to do the roaming bro, and I'm really confused by that. So if you guys are frequent replay watchers and if you know a little bit more about that, please let me know. I mean, on the mid lane here, we do see a Doom at level 5. There's gonna be a Sprout. Where's the Sprout? There's no Sprout. He should have a level of Sprout, I guess, unless he level 2 Force of Nature. It looks like the Salve is gonna get cancelled. Oh, Doom might go into check-in a little bit, having a misplay, and wow, that Doom just one more hit away from the Wolf. You can see the Wolf's already doing quite a bit of damage. Battle's gonna be picked up by the Doom, mostly for a little bit of quick regen, but that's not too bad of an item considering that he's going to be trying to do a little bit of rune whoring himself. But he's got to be very careful right now. He is level 6 and does have the mana for the Doom, and the Lycan is fairly low HP, so the Lycan should be a little bit careful in terms of surviving that Doom. We do see Ring of Basilius being picked up by the Lycan, which is an indication of an early Vlads, definitely one of the standard items. Salve is going to be being used on the Lycan, so he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, looking at top lane here, let's see how's everything doing. We do have the Broodmother with 15 and 16 and 0. Meanwhile, 13 and 3 on the Sand King. You gotta keep in mind the Sand King has picked up 1 kill or 2 assist gold XP. He has also picked up quite a bit of Spiderling kills with Sandstorm, which doesn't show up as a creep kill. So I think the Sand King is also a little bit better off. You can tell that the Broodmother is only at 5.5, and the Sand King is level 6 already. Meanwhile, looking at the Doom, he's looking for Invis Rune. He's going to get one. Is he going to use it right now and get a kill? He's not going to find anything as we see a kill on the bot lane here. Spectre goes down once again, and kind of that's what you expect up against a Windrunner and an Ancient Apparition lane. This Keeper of Light been staying in the mid lane quite a bit. I'm not too sure what it is trying to accomplish there. Again, Keeper of Light definitely not a strong ganker. Maybe he's just... This is quite curious. I'm not too sure where he's running around. He's warding right now, but he definitely could be doing something else. Let's see. He's picking up. Okay, I guess he's just journeying in the top lane, maybe trying to stop a push. But I think the Sand King is really fine on his own. Oh, actually, he might be facing a little bit of trouble right now. So maybe the Keeper of Light has realized that, so he's going to come up to the top. Yeah, Caustic Finale being picked up by Sand King at a very early level just to stop those Spiderling push. And with the Coddle here, I mean, the Sand King is definitely going to be fine. Now, looking at mid lane here, we do have Malphus and the Doom going against the Lycanthrope. Lycanthrope knows he's going to be dead for sure, so trying to do some damage. Are we going to have a deny? No deny being claimed by the Windrunner. They're going to try to get a kill against the Doombringer, but between the regen and the fact that he has an invisibility rune, he's going to be absolutely fine. Or we're going to have a very good power shot? No, we're not going to have one. This Windrunner, unfortunately, unable to revenge kill against the Doombringer. We do have Ancient Apparition coming in from the behind. There's a Kofi and an Ice Wall, and this Enigma might be... Yeah, Enigma is going to go down for sure. Power shot is going to be... Ooh, power shot not even necessary to be cast. Are we going to have a Sprout under the tower focus, but a quick tango out being done by the Ancient Apparition. He's going to pick it up. I'm actually not too sure if C4 is lagging. Just judging from the Enigma and also maybe from the Spectre, it seems like the reaction rate is maybe half a second slower than it usually should be. So I'm not too sure whether it's lag, but it's definitely hard to tell from a replay situation like this. I think this is RGC, so they definitely had a ping thing at the beginning. So if you guys are curious whether they're lagging, you just on YouTube just scroll it back to the beginning to see if it's indeed having some ping issue. As we see a little bit of team fight going on the bot lane here. Prophet has gone down. Doom in there as well, but he doesn't have the Doom right now. Enigma also just rounding it out. So it looks like 2 kills was being exchanged as I was not looking. My bad. Furion did get picked off, and also the Ancient Apparition to get picked off. So a 1-for-1 trade, 2 supports going down, not too much of a big deal. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, I'm really curious of how quickly the Sand King's going to pick up his Blink Dagger, because once he does pick up the Blink Dagger, all the team fights will go heavily in favor of the Scourge team, because I'm not too sure what answer they have against the Sand King. Generally, you want a pipe, a very pipe being picked up, but I don't think the Doom will have that good of a farm to pick up early pipe, because he's going to go into a Vanguard first, and then he will try to get the Radiance. Also, it's going to be very curious to see whether the Doom's going to be picking up the Radiance or the Spectre is going to be picking up the Radiance. Spectre is always better with the Radiance. So maybe we're going to see some type of Vanguard pipe build from the Doom, which isn't too bad, especially that they're up against the Sand King. So we'll have to see if that's the case. Meanwhile, we still have this double jungle going on, and this double jungle is allowing them to catch up in terms of EXP. We have a level 5 Prophet already, and also a level 6 Enigma. They have the Enigma. He does have the MP to use that black hole, so he could be ganking the mid lane and maybe get yet another kill on this Lycanthrope. It's not a bad idea at all, as we see Eidolon's coming in, threatening to get a little bit of push going on, but a very good ward placed by BO here. That is going to give the Lycan ample enough time, especially if he sees a Furion and Enigma waiting in this position, so he could just turn back. So very good defensive ward being placed by his teammates. Meanwhile, we have the Enigma trying to get a little bit of gank coming from this side as well, but also another ward being placed here. Lycanthrope being very, very well protected by the wards of the Scourge. Very well done by the Scourge support players here. On the top lane here, we have 30 creep kills to 34 on the Broodmother. Broodmother still farming okay. BKB right off the bat, and I love the fact that he recognized he will need that magic immunity because he's up against so much stun right now. This Ancient Aberration, his cold feet is going to just give Broodmother two choices. Are you going to continue to fight and get stunned, or are you going to run away? In either case, as a Broodmother, you never want to do that. Blind is going to be exceptional again against the Broodmother, so BKB is first and foremost very important item. He's actually grabbing it before his soul ring. He's grabbing it before his boots, treads, phase boots, whatever he's grabbing. He's taking the BKB first, and that's the investment that he's getting right now. Oh, good deny by the Lycanthrope, microing his wolf. Looks like we have Enigma coming in the background. Is he going to get black hole? No black hole being cast right now. There's a Doom on him as well. It looks like the Lycan's going to be running in, trying to get something done with the teammate teleport support. So a little bit of a pussy move coming from the Sentinel. They saw one teleportation coming in, and they just backed out. So a little bit of miscommunication as well. They also wasted the Doom on the Lycanthrope, and that early game Doom definitely has a fairly long cooldown, so they can't really be that offensive in the next couple of next minute or so. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here, we do see Scourge pushing down one tower. Let me see how the Windrunner is doing on the farm. We do have 44 and 23. Look at that 23 deny against the Spectre, and that Spectre, what level she's level 7 against a level 9 Windrunner. Windrunner got the phase boots, and it's going for the force staff. A very smart buy, considering that they are up against a black hole. If you ever get caught in a black hole, you force your stuff out. If your teammates get caught in a black hole, you force them out. In either case, it's just good item, good defensive item against the black hole. Also, fairly good item. Ooh, it looks like they might be going for the Broodmother. Just a little bit of harassment attempt. Enigma trying to get a stun off. He's not able to catch up to the Sand King, who has the arcane boots being peeked at. Meanwhile, we'll have an engagement on the mid lane here. A lot of team fight. Ooh, a lot of nuke going off. My Warcraft lagging so much. As we see Lycanthrope, does he has ult? I'm sure he has ult. It depends on whether he wants to cast it right now and get a kill on the Doombringer. Looks like Doombringer got a solo kill against the Ancient Aberration. So for all I'm saying right now, he's actually doing a fairly good job, despite the fact that he doesn't have Doom online right now. Force Staff is going to be picked up by the Windrunner, and he is going to be continuously dispelling, harassing against the Spectre. Spectre's only got 29 creep kills in 12 minutes. That is not going to cut it. So I think Sentinel is basically going to give up on the Spectre, and hopefully they will oh, it looks like we have engagement on the mid lane here. So the Lycan pops his ult. There's a blind being effective, but there's a TP in from the Furion. There's a Sprout on him as well. Looks like we have the Kato going to be going down. Ice Blast going to hit two people, and they are going to shatter. We're going to have 2 kills going off immediately, and like the Furion's going to go down to shadow as well. Wow, what a bait. Well, maybe a bait over commitment, whatever you want to call it, but that AI Splash just did some huge numbers to the Sentinel lineup, and you definitely saw why. That's the reason why Ancient Aberration usually is on the ban list, and if you allow him to be picked up like that, his Ice Blast would just decimate teams. And this Lycanthrope just got 3 kills worth of EXP, 3 kills worth of gold, and he is going to be well off his way to some very good items. You can see he's going for Vlad's, and then right into a Medallion Courage. You want to pick up a very early Roshan attempt items. Man, all these guys just skipping boots. This guy's skipping boots for Ogre X. This guy's skipping boots. I think that's all his stuff, though. Yeah, that is his treads. And then that's also his medallion. Oh, just boots to speed and a Medallion Courage. And this guy could just safely waltz into the Roshan area right now, because there's no wards up on the Sentinel. Not that he'll know that, but even if there's wards up, you can see that all these towers are still up for the Scourge, so they could defend it very easily. As we see Doombringer TP in. Also, the Furion should be TPing right there immediately. There's a Force of Nature just to break the trees. Where's the Sprout, though? There's a blind, and now is the time to Sprout. Don't know they're not gonna go in for now. We have the Kofi and the Sandstorm coming in from the. Ooh, looks like this guy is gonna be dead. He's gonna get stunned to death. And then meanwhile we have Sankey now in trouble. There's a Doom on him now. He can't cast too much of anything, but it looks like the Lycan has picked off the Enigma. The team fight is really all over the place right now. It looks like Furion is forced to run away. Lycanthrope Wolf is coming. Is he gonna pop the Medallion Courage? Where is the Quelling Blade? There's the Quelling Blade to pop himself out. There's a Medallion Courage, and this Furion is gonna get chased down. I hope the Wolf's doing a little bit of blocking. One crit, yes, he's gonna bring down the Furion. Meanwhile, we have the entire Scourge team diving to pass the tower, so that means this tower is not long for life as well. Oh, this Broodmother gotta be very careful. He's trying to go for the deny, not gonna get it himself. So a couple kills going in favor of Scourge team and a couple of tower kills as well. The score is 5-12. 5-12 in favor of the Scourge team, as you kind of expect, because again, Broodmother, Spectre, Doombringer, they need a lot of time to farm up for their items. Meanwhile, the Lycanthrope, he doesn't. You can see that he got the Vlads, he got the Medallion Courage, and just with those simple items, he is the strongest unit on the map right now. As we see Illuminate doing so much damage, and that Lycanthrope Wolf just critting it up, and another tower being claimed by the Scourge team. I think the Scourge team could go high ground if they want to. No, they're going to just turn back right now to defend some of the other lanes. As we see, Furion might be in trouble. We do see, oh, they're going to invest a lot to kill that Doom. Doom stunned under the tower. Ancient Aberration did manage to end up going down, but they're going to get a kill on the Doom. Meanwhile, we do have the entire Scourge team coming around to get maybe another kill on the Furion. Furion going to try to run himself out, but he's not going to be able to run himself. You see, wow, what a hack Shackle Shot. Illuminate's going to claim the kill there. Very well done by the Scourge team. And I'm just feeling for Sentinel right now. You can see that the Furion is going for a Belt of Giant Strength. That is a sign, hey, I need some sort of HP. I'm going to just go for threats, laying my Daggons, laying my Midas. He is just starving for HP right now. And, you know, if you're getting owned that hard, then might as well pick up some HP. Belt of Giant Strength, Gauntlet, Vanguard is completed. Still just a Ogre Axe, so still no Myrtle Hammer, I presume. Yeah, no Myrtle Hammer just picked up yet. Oh, no, there is a Myrtle Hammer. So fairly close to his BKB, and he might actually get it now with this tower being pushed down. Ice Blast is going to hit. They might get this tower. No, they're not even going to get this tower. So we see teleportation coming. Where's the Shackle Shot on the range creep? They're not going to do it. Instead, they're going to try to deny the tower. The tower does not get denied, as we see the Force of Nature from the Furion is going to pick it up. Maybe they're going to be going for the Broodmother right now. Sanking in position to get a Burrow Strike in. Does he have the Blink Dagger? Not just yet. Right now, with this Sanking also very bold, knowing that he has teammate coming in. There's a Blink Dagger being picked up. At that time, Aegis also being picked up by the Lycanthrope. Yes, Lycanthrope. Oh my goodness, so very stacked right now. He could just run in, tank so much damage, come back alive with the Aegis, pop off that ult, and just go to town. And you gotta keep in mind, the Scourge team does not have too many stuns to invest in. They have a Malphus, they have a Black Hole, and they have a Doom, and that's only the spells really that you could cast on this Lycanthrope. And he has 2 lives to go through, so I am really worried for C4 in the next team fight. Furion, I think in this case he should just give up any quick hex ambitions that he has right now. Just finish his power treads, go for 4 staff. 4 staff definitely as somewhat of a defensive item against the Lycanthrope. I mean, it's probably not gonna keep you alive for too long, but it gives you a couple seconds to think of what you should do. As we see a little bit of engagement going on against this Lycan. Lycan most likely is going to go down once, but this AI Ice Blast is going to come in. There's a 1 kill on him right now, but he's probably going to go for the 2nd kill. So against a 3-man gank, this Lycan still gets 1 kill, still stays at half HP. Ice Blast come in, and now there's a smoke just used to retreat. Oh wow, very nice move by the Spectre going into trees like that, and looks like not too much the Scourge should do about it. No, we have a Blink Dagger come in. Can he get a Burrow Strike? There's a 4 staff on him as well. I think the 4 staff maybe should have been casted on the Sanking, so he would have been in position for a Burrow Strike on the Spectre. But it doesn't matter too much, as we see the Scourge team going on the high ground, the bot lane here. Can the Sentinel answer? Still the Aegis on this on the Lycanthrope. The treads being picked up, and a Sage as well, man. Every time I look at this Lycanthrope, he just picks up yet another item, and that's gonna be hard. At 1800 HP, that's before his Lycan Wolf form. He does already 180 damage before the Medallion Courage minus armor, before those crits, before those Wolf crits. and this Lycanthrope is just absolutely a beast right now. BKB is completed on the Broodmother, but they definitely need a little bit more than a BKB. They need really a perfect 4-man black hole, 5-man black hole to stop this team fight. Enigma is in position right now. It looks like we have a Blink Dagger coming in from the Sand King. Enigma goes down before casting any spell, and there goes their team fight. Ooh, it looks like the Lycanthrope is a very low HP. Spectre comes in. They are going to pick up the Lycanthrope. Yes, they are. It looks like the AA is going to go down as well, so that team fight is not going too bad, but it looks like we have the Doombringer going down, and the Lycanthrope coming back alive with this with the Aegis, and now he's going to have that wolf form if he chooses to do so. There's a wolf form. He's going to just pick off the tower very, very quickly, and they're going to go off the rack. So despite having a pretty good opening, oh no, the Broodmother is going to go down, and oh, he's going to be okay for now. Power shot, no power. That's a Sandstorm. A very lucky kill by the Sand King there. So despite a pretty good opening team fight where they got the Lycan, they killed the Lycan, they killed the Ancient Apparition, and they got the Doom on very key heroes. Unfortunately, they lost Enigma in that team fight, and he wasn't able to contribute too much there. So they just kind of got overran. The Lycan came back alive with the Aegis, and that was pretty much it. You saw in that team fight. Imagine for a moment there if the Lycan did not have the Aegis, the team fight would have gone a lot better for the Sentinel. So they could win those team fights. They have the heroes to do so. But unfortunately, Lycan got ahead, got the Aegis, and as a result, they lost a bot rack. So this game just really, really hard for. If it wasn't hard enough for C4, it's 7-19. It's a 18-minute racks for them. And this Spectre just got a Vanguard. This Vanguard won't do too much against the nuking power of the Scourge team. The AI Blast is going to prevent all of that regen. The Medallion Courage is going to cut through a lot of the armor. And if you watch one of the Dota Weekly Show mechanics I did, in comparison to Vanguard in terms of armor, once you're taking a lot of damage, which is what Lycan is doing right now, once you're taking a lot of damage, damage block gets more and more ineffective as the game goes on because the damage gets bigger and bigger. You're better off picking in terms of more armor. But what I'm trying to say is that since Lycan is doing so much damage right now, that damage block from the Vanguard, which is usually very good on the Spectre, now becomes not so good anymore because this Lycanthrope is doing the damage that he would have been doing, 10 minutes later. Now a Sanger Yasha already completed as if he's not fast enough. Now he's even faster in his human form. Will be doing the 16 agility will be making him attack even faster. So I mean, looking quite bad. Looking quite bad for C4 right now. Phase boot being completed by the Doombringer. The Broodmother picking up just boots right now. Maybe go for a Vlad just for a little bit plus damage, or because they do have 3 melee, so the Vlad is going to be a very good item. But right now, I think they need a little bit more utility item. The Ghost Scepter wouldn't be bad against the Lycanthrope. Force Staff again wouldn't be bad against the Lycanthrope. But would they have the time to farm that item is the question. They also have to be very careful about the Sand King initiation. As you saw in the last team fight, Enigma got picked off immediately. And that really, the fact that the Scourge team could trade a Epicenter for a Black Hole, that's a trade that we'll always want to take because they have so many more AoE-ness. They have so many more stuns. It looks like that Sand King doing a very good job. Oh, AI Blast is going to hit. No, very good dodge, but he's really in trouble from those wolves. Meanwhile, full team fight breaking out right now. As you see, the purple has gone down, and I think that is the Doombringer. Yes, Doombringer actually has got focused down. Meanwhile, Lycan doing so much damage right now. Spectre trying to go up the path with the Spectral Dagger, but the Sage slowing him down. A mega kill streak being picked up by the Lycanthrope, and I gotta say that is gonna be the second tower. That's gonna be the base tower and the mid racks against C4. All 5 on the Scourge team still alive right now. They have such good pushing capability as well. Galaxy my How, one of the best pushing spell in the game. Illuminates just mow down the creeps as well. And this tower, look at this HP going down so very quickly. And they're going to be pressing on the high ground. Can Sentinel have some answer? Is Black Hole on the cooldown right now? Black Hole is cooldown right now. He's still haven't really had a chance to use a Black Hole very properly because he doesn't have the Blink Dagger to initiate. If he walks in, he's going to take a Burrow Strike, he's going to take a Shackle Shot, he's going to be a Kofi to follow up. So it's going to be a very difficult position for this Black Hole. But there's a BKB coming in. I think the Lycan's going to ignore it altogether and just focus on that Rax. Rax is going to go down. BKB Broodmother actually getting out DPS by the Scourge Creeps and the Scourge Hero. There's a Black Hole trying to pick off the Lycanthrope, but Black Hole gets cancelled. We do have a double kill being picked up by the Lycan. GG being called. So exceptional game by BO. Maybe a kind of a healthy outpick against C4. So C4, definitely the strategy did not pay off. But again, the power of the team fight is there. They definitely had a somewhat of a close team fight in terms of that defending the bot racks, but the picks were just not really on their favor. The lycanthrope just got really big, and the early kills being picked up by the Ancient Apparition and the Sand King was just a little bit too much. The Sand King picked up a very quick Blink Dagger, and the team fight just went all for the Scourge teams. So that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary, and until next time, this is Loomis signing off. See you guys.